The Department of Homeland Security has now been shut down for more than 2 months. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are asking some tough questions of the officials running the agency.
There's still no clear timeline for ending the partial government shutdown. Fox's Lillian Wu reports on the stalemate.
It's bewildering to me that we are here today discussing a budget for 2027 when Congress has yet to enact a budget for 2026.
The Homeland Security shutdown took center stage on Capitol Hill on Thursday. The heads of ICE and CBP testifying about the lack of funding and its consequences, including thousands of service providers not getting paid, meaning aircraft, patrol boats, and vehicles needing service are sitting in parking lots.
Many of our contractors are small, family-run businesses, and now they face the prospect of laying off their employees or going out of business.
Democrats use the hearings to explain why they've been blocking funding for more than 2 months. They're demanding major reforms to immigration enforcement, including more oversight and limits to where agents can operate.
We have seen our cities terrorized, communities afraid and terrorized by ICE and CBP.
Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons firing back, claiming his agency is already taking steps to address those concerns.
We have implemented rigorous training programs to focus on our use of force, de-escalation, and detainee care.
But some House lawmakers are blaming the Senate, not partisan politics, for the gridlock.
This body passed 12 appropriation bills before the end of the year, and then sent it to the Senate. The Senate was unable to do their job.
President Trump says he wants a DHS funding bill on his desk by June 1st. In New York, Lillian Wu, Fox News.